Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's always nice to have you. I'm going to go ahead and get started. And first I'm going to start here with the e.l.f. Blemish Control Face Primer. I'm just going to rub that all in my face. Then I'm going to move on to the e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Primer in the shade Green. And I'm just going to rub that all in my face as well. And now I'm going to move on to the e.l.f. Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Beige, I believe. And I'm just going to blend that out with a beauty sponge. And for concealer, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Zit Zapping Concealer. There was only one shade for this, I believe, and it was slightly too light for my face, so we made it work. I would say that this product is not brown girl approved, especially if you are any darker than I am. And we're just going to blend that out. Now I'm going in with the e.l.f. Coverall Stick in the shade Light Honey, and we're going to blend that out as well. That's going to help darken up the other concealer that was too light for my face. Now I'm going to go in with the Stick Concealer by e.l.f. in the shade Tan, slightly dark for my skin, so I used it here to contour. And we're just going to blend that out. Now I'm just going to take this e.l.f. correcting powder in the shade Yellow and just set all of that concealer on my face. And I'm just going to tap that in the places where I had the concealer. Now I'm going to go into this larger palette and pick up this bronze shade with the e.l.f. tapered brush. And I'm just going to use that to set the contour that I created earlier on. Make sure you tap off your brush, people. Always tap off the brush. Now I'm going to take the e.l.f. Flawless Face Powder and use that to just contour my nose a little bit and subtly bronze up the face. And this is in the shade Spice. Moving right along to the eyes, I'm going to take this e.l.f. Smudge Pot in the shade Wine Not. It's kind of a purple shade, and I'm just going to use my finger to dab that onto my eyelids. Dab, 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 dab. Dabbity dab dab, dabbity dab dab, dabbing all over my eyelids. I know you guys love my singing. I'm going to take this e.l.f. crease brush and just kind of blend out the edges to make sure they're nice and smooth. And I believe that what I'm going to be going for here is like a fairy type look. So I guess we'll just have to see how this turns out. Hold on out to the end there, people. Looks smooth to me. I'm pretty. Happy dance. Happy dance. Alright, now I'm going to go into my palette again and pick up this nice purple shade. Make sure you tap off that brush and just put that in my crease and use it as a transition shade. Now I'm just going to use my blending brush and blend that out a little bit more. The key is to blend. Now I'm going to pick up this other purple shade. It's kind of a purpley purple shade and put that into the corner of my eyes, all over the corner. And you don't have to be extra neat with this because we're going to clean it up later. So you can just kind of throw it on in there, throw the color around, play with the color. You can pretty much do whatever you want, but I just kept it concentrated in the corner. Ooh, 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 kill 'em. And now we're going to use the NYC Baked Eyeshadow Palette, and we're going to use the Lock and Seal in order to brighten up those colors. So basically you just take the Lock and Seal and you pour it into this little cup that it comes with. Oops. Teeny cup, teeny cup. And then I'm just going to take the brush and get that nice and wet with the Makeup Lock and Seal. And I'm using the e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush to do this. I'm going to pick up this nice pink shade. Swirly, swirly, swirling my brush around, swirl. Using them wet makes the colors more vibrant. I'm just going to dab that onto the lid of my eye and nowhere else. Now I'm going to go into this random eyeshadow palette that I found at Marshall's and blend this nice purple, dark purple color into the very, very outer corners of my eyelids. Now I'm going to take the NYX setting spray and spray my little brush here, and I'm going to use this MAC glitter pigment on the corner of my eyes. I can't remember the shade, but it's a purple reflex with a blue duochrome. This is what's going to give us that nice fairy look. Beautiful! Now I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Mega Last eyeliner, and I'm not going to wing it out. I'm just going to line the insides of my eyes. Not too heavy with the liner because we got too much going on with the shadow. And I'm going to use the other side of that to smudge it out a little bit. There's a sponge on the end. Oh, it's getting cold in my room. Okay, now I'm going to take this e.l.f. glitter liner in the shade Stardust, and I'm just going to line my eyes with some glitter here. And I think I did wing it out a little bit, but since it's a glitter liner, you can't really tell. Just going to clean up the outside to give it a sharp finish with a makeup wipe, since I'm not winging out my liner. Ooh, that was good. I'm going to curl my lashes here. And I'm going to use the e.l.f. clear mascara because I don't really care for mascara, but I need something on my eyelashes. And I'm just applying this in your ordinary zigzag fashion. This doesn't really feel heavy on my lashes, so I don't mind wearing it. Now I'm going to just brush out the brows here and fill them in with this brow pencil that I found at Ulta. I think it was like 50 cents after the Christmas sale, so I don't know what brand it is. And I'm going to take the other side and highlight underneath the brow. And just blend it out with my finger. Now I'm going to take this e.l.f. Color All Stick in the shade Persimmon and use that to highlight my cheekbones. It's a beautiful rosy pink, subtle pink shade. Now I'm going to take the e.l.f. Facial Whip in the shade Spotlight and take that on top of the persimmon just so I don't look red, but still pink and highlighted. I'm just going to dab that out with my fingers. Oh, look how beautiful it is. Put a little bit on my nose and upper lip. And now I'm going to take the illuminating palette and I'm going to use that beautiful pink shade just to set everything I just did. I'm just taking a little bit more of that and putting it on my nose and my Cupid's bow. And a little bit under my eyebrow. Yay! Now I'm going to use this ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade, I want to say it's Kinky? Kinky. Let's go with that. It's a beautiful dark pink gloss. I love their glosses because they're nice and opaque. They're not like kindergarten glosses, you know? Ooh, and we're all done. Here is the final look. And thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to my channel before you leave and leave a nice comment below if you want to see any other type of makeup looks other than fairies. Thanks so much for watching.